Hi, welcome to our art video. My name's Anne Kinahan. I'm one half of DrinK in the Hand Art. Pete's the other half and he does the tech. Today I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing. I want to do something which gives the impression of trees very easily and very loosely without necessarily being able to draw them out or without worrying about our brush strokes. I haven't even got as far as being able to prepare my canvas or bit of paper. I was hoping I could find a piece of paper which was already prepared, but I couldn't. So I have got a new canvas and I have put a coat of gesso, which is a primer, onto this so that the paint slips on a little bit more easily. But now we just need to put on some background colour. I'm just going to use a tissue, a bit of kitchen towel, put it in there and just dip it in some orange and maybe some raw sienna. It's on like this. Get some deep colour into here. Maybe stick a little bit of, if I want to put any black in, that's probably a bit overdoing it. I'm just getting more paint on my hands than I am getting on my canvas. Anyway, yeah, now that's going to be my background. So what I'm going to do, I do actually have a wood burner right next to me, but I'm going to dry this now and then carry on with the next stage. Hi, so now I have a nice dry canvas and I'm going to try putting some very wet paint in the top half and see if I can let it just run down a bit. So I'm using big brushes for me, that is. I might just make the first layer, put it on here, reds and maybe oranges. I'm guessing, so you can, you will be better judge of all this than me probably. Then I'm going to make it very wet. Just adding water now. Much water as I can. Mix in a completely different colour, a little bit of a different colour, something completely different. Just as wet as I can now. Okay, now I'm going to just tip it up and see if I can get some drips. So not too bad. Our first stage, our dripping trees. What I'm going to do is dry it again now so that I can put the next layer on without it becoming a lot of mud. Again, it should just take a minute or two to dry. Okay, so now I've just dried that very roughly and very quickly. It just took a minute or so. And now I'm going to try with a different range of colours, I think. maybe maybe some greens. Maybe a bit of purple in there. I think the colours are up to you. But I think in the end we're going to make the sun coming up behind these trees. So the trees would probably be darkish, I think. Maybe some of this dark blue. Down here. Right, let's get some water onto this now, a lot of water. And then let's see if I can get it to run down again. This is like watching paint dry, I think. Okay, so now we're going to put in a bit of background. I don't think it matters so much that it's still wet to do this. I think we can get on and just have a go. So using my flat brush, let's put this one out of the way a bit. I'm now going to mix up some white. With a bit of yellow. Just a touch of yellow or a touch of raw sienna maybe. A touch of, I think raw sienna is better. Let's see. And I'm going to start putting in the background. I'm going to pretend there's a hill, that these trees are on a hill. So I'm using this big brush on its side. See if I can get into these little gaps with it. We have some wider trunks and some right, then I'm going to go around the, maybe I should have let it dry first. Go around the outside, and I think this is right, that it probably would be better than to have let it dry first, but this is all right. Put this round. Let's make the ground a bit more definite here, so mix maybe some green and some brown together maybe. Yeah. Touch of purple in as well. Now Just going to have the sun coming up somewhere here. Let's see, maybe mix these two yellows together maybe. We've just got a lighter area here. Maybe a bit of orange with that. And in a little bit into the sky behind. I'm bashing the camera, so I'm sorry about the wobbly picture. And so there we are, a loose impression of trees without having to do any drawing at all, and just playing around and not worrying too much about where your brush goes or anything. So I hope you find that helpful in your landscape painting. Thank you very much.